Does your prenup cover digital content or even embryos? That's the question posed in a recent New York Times feature exploring how premarital agreements are evolving for modern couples. Once seen as a taboo topic or even bad luck, prenups have been shedding their stigma in recent years. The article notes that it's quite likely high-profile pairs like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have already signed one, and that the best-selling memoir Strangers by Belle Burden serves as a cautionary tale of a prenup gone wrong. Haley Sachs, the financial advisor known online as Mrs. Dow Jones, is a strong advocate. The article also notes that Haley Sachs is the author of the best-selling book Future Rich Person, and that she shares financial advice on Instagram and TikTok under the handle Mrs. Dow Jones. She suggests treating a prenup like any other item on the wedding to-do list, placing it right next to cake tasting. We've normalized spending insane amounts of money on a party and stigmatized the one legal document that protects you after it, she says, arguing that the contract should be viewed as marriage insurance similar to health or homeowners coverage rather than a bet on divorce. Sachs explains that the best time to decide the terms of a marital contract is while you're deeply in love, not during the emotionally charged aftermath of a separation. For millennials and Gen Z, prenups are less about anticipating divorce and more about financial planning. This generation tends to marry later, often after building businesses, investing early, and accumulating assets that previous generations never possessed, such as creator brands, trademarks, cryptocurrency holdings, and various forms of intellectual property. The article highlights a noticeable rise in questions about prenups, especially from women who want to protect the ventures they built before meeting a partner. As one woman put it, "How do I protect the business I spent years building before he came along?" The article highlights that many of these inquiries come from women entrepreneurs who want to ensure that the companies they launched prior to marriage remain under their control regardless of what happens in the relationship. For influencers and content creators, the stakes are even higher. Wealth now looks different than it did 30 years ago, and the line between personal life and business is frequently blurred. When a marriage becomes part of a creator's brand, questions can arise about future royalties, ownership of existing content, licensing deals, and revenue tied to the individual's likeness. The piece concludes that in such cases, a prenup must be crafted to safeguard the associated business interests. In short, whether you're protecting a startup, a crypto portfolio, or a digital media empire, the modern prenup is becoming a practical tool for securing the financial future you've already begun to build. Thanks for listening.